YouTubers? I am Jason Worshma. That is Travis Ray. That is Boogan Dugans. And this is Tankers Fantasy Football. And as promised, we are going to bring you some quarterback tight end plays. If you're the type of guy who likes to stash some sexy boy deluxes on your bench before he gets into drafting quarterbacks and tight ends, these are the type of guys that you're going to want to target.
So the other videos we talked about, we hit deep sleepers. We're going to get some deep sleepers at the tight end position. But quarterback, I don't know if there's really anyone that you're sleeping on because these are all pretty well household names. We're going to give you great deep value plays that are going in the double-digit rounds here. And I think right now you're looking at PHILRIVERS. He's getting drafted as the 13th overall quarterback. He's going in the 10th round here. And this is a guy who any given week can give you top 5 production at the position.
Very solid, at least 20 points a week out of PHILRIVERS from the quarterback position. He's always hucking it, chucking it out there. Another guy you probably want to look at, get a little bit more deeper. Guy who really hasn't shown us anything yet, and Pat Mahomes going into that 8th pick of the 11th round. But I mean, he is captaining a very high-powered offense. Talking about Kareem Hunt behind him. Talking about Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins on the outside, and Travis Kelce roaming over the middle. So, I mean, if he can anyway harness his talents, we could be looking at a back-end quarterback 1 finish out of a guy who we know barely little about as far as NFL career goes.
And this is a guy who I am seriously targeting as my backup quarterback in pretty much every league that I'm doing this year. If I can get Pat Mahomes as my backup quarterback, a guy with some serious upsides with the weapons that he's talking about at a very cheap value. Another guy who's going about the same range and probably is going to be going up because he's throwing footballs now. But Andrew Luck, if you get him, say you're doing a draft early here and you get Andrew Luck as your second quarterback, he's another guy who could wind up starting on your fantasy team come the playoff times here.
Give you one more because I'm a Bears homer and a believer in the Mitchell Trubisky. He's got Nagy's come in. Gase has surrounded him with weapons this season. We are talking about, he brought in Allen Robinson from the Jags, brought in Taylor Gabriel from the Falcons, brought in Trey Burton. They're going to be a starting tight end from the Eagles, drafted the likes of Anthony Miller, and he's using Tariq Cohen, more of that gadget Tyreek Hill kind of player. So and he's got Jordan Howard behind him in the backfield. So if Trubisky can put it all together, we're gonna be looking at a very sexy deluxe quarterback value for a guy who's going middle of the 14th round.
We'll see.
Ow!
Might as well put my boy Bortles on the video.
Oh, Bortles. He's too busy
throwing tight spirals
He's too
at
busy
OTA.
bumming smokes to make it to be a quarterback 1, baby. He's too busy bumming the smokes.
All right, let's get into tight ends here. I want to hit it off with the 14th drafted tight end here. This is a guy, we're talking 13th round, who I think is a guy who has top 5, top 7 upside to him as a fantasy guy. We're talking David NJOKU. Played less than half the snaps last year on offense, but this is a guy, seriously, who has the athleticism to be a top 5, top 7 tight end easily.
Oh yeah, I mean there's 3 tight ends that are set in stone. Then there's that guy we like in Evan Ingram, but he is in no way guaranteed. Evan Ingram is no way guaranteed a top 5 finish like we're talking about Gronk and Kelce and Zach Ertz. Those guys are guaranteed, but after that, it is straight up, fucking shooting out, just like fucking shooting at the broadside of a barn, hoping something sticks real nice for you. And you're getting into these later rounds, you're talking about, give me David NJOKU instead of picking, you'd go talking about 6 rounds before them when the likes of Kyle Rudolph and Delaney Walker are
even
going.
A guy like, you're looking at a guy like George Kittle, who's getting drafted currently 4 spots above David NJOKU. That's
just gross. I know he's playing for the Niners and everybody's on the Garoppolo cock out there. But, I mean, the talent, NJOKU versus Kittle, as far as talent goes, that is just out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, NJOKU just got the world beater of talent compared to this other Jamooks guy going right behind him. Another second-year guy. Talking about O.J. Howard. I mean, Cameron Brate's still in town, but I think O.J. Howard's the type of guy who can just take over this role for you and make it sexy deluxe and get you some of that deep round love at tight end.
I mean, he was drafted to be that guy. They drafted him high in the first round. Obviously, Bray coming off a $6 million 6-year, $41 million deal, which is complete insanity to me.
They're paying him like a tight end one, and they're drafting tight ends in the first round. Not really sure what the fuck the Buccaneers front office is up to, but I think O.J. Howard is going to get his chance to love you sexy this season. I think they might unleash the beast. Another guy drafted out there, went out there and picked his ass up in the 14th round of our latest 12-team PPR mock draft we did last week. And we're talking about a guy in Vance McDonald, baby. I mean, Jesse the Outlaw James be damned. Talking about a guy who went out there and shined in that loss versus the Jaguars, getting like those 10 catches out there. A guy who has breakaway speed, something that the fucking Outlaw can't even dream of.
Can't even wet dream
of. No. Can't even wet dream of. So if Vince McDonald's blocking is anywhere near the par of the Outlaws, I think they're going to be unleashing him a lot more this season in that high-powered offense. So look for a guy like Vance McDonald's going in that 14th round. Maybe be able to sneak up in there. I mean, this tight end pool is just dog shit this year,
like you said, it's extremely top-heavy. There's other guys. I mean, everyone knows who Jordan Reed is. Like I've said before, I think Jordan Reed, who's going 9th, 10th round here, is a guy that you also want to target just because he's fallen so far and is a guy who has such high upside. There's the 3 guys at the top, but other than that,
it's crapshoot, babe.
It's anything.
Crapshoot. It's whoever you like. And, you know, if I'm talking about who I like to sit on it, maybe get me a couple bench players that I feel confident in, and then go out there and swoop up my tight end and just kind of pick about 2, maybe even 3 of them if you're talking about 20-round drafts. Just don't draft a backup tight end or a backup, a backup kicker or a backup defense. Go out there and scoop you up 3 tight ends in these later rounds, and I think you'll hit on one of them, babe.
Maybe one of them here. They're talking Miami rookie at tight end.
Oh, yeah.
It could be this year's Evan Ingram. I mean, he hasn't looked great.
Gase and Ryan Tannehill have to comply for anything like that to happen, though.
Apparently hasn't looked great in camp by any means, but he's a guy who's going to be starting week 1 no matter what.
I got the hate in my heart for Adam Gase now. I used to hate the Bears for letting him go, but now I just think he's kind of a little putthole.
What do you think about my boy Safarian Jenkins?
Oh, I think that's another late round drafted guy. The guy might not be able to beat me in a foot race, but I think is going to be out there and be that inside the 10, inside that red zone guy that Bortles is looking to. You know, a little play action to Leonard Fournette, back of the end zone to the tall man, the mountain of a man, Austin Safarian Jenkins. I mean, he's got 3 names. I mean, he's got to have game, right?
And
he's got 3 names.
Mercedes Lewis had a 3-touchdown game in London. London probably thinks he's the greatest tight end in the league.
We're talking about putting him out there, talking ceilings. I'm saying Austin Jenkins, give him 60?
I'm saying ceilings, probably 50 to 60 receptions.
Like 500, 600 yards. But I think he can
creep
sneak your
up
ass.
6 to 8 touchdowns.
I think he can sneak your ass into those touchdowns, baby. I think we could be looking at a guy, I mean, he's only still 25 years old. You think about Austin Safarian Jenkins, and you think about a guy who's been in the league forever, but he's only 25.
He's sober now, so
he is a big fucking man. I did watch that game, NFL replay on the network. They were showing that Patriots game when he fumbled it and ended up being that touchback. Dude, it was even worse than I remember, man. The fucking Jets got fucking played, dude. I mean, the ball literally jostled in his hands. He didn't even lose possession of it. It never hit the fucking ground.
We got to find his 40 time.
Ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. That play, I watched it again. I even rewound it on DVR just to make me even more sick at how the refs just fucked the Jets. I mean, I'm not really a big Jets guy, but that was just absolutely fucking absurd.
I'm looking to run 4.6 or something. Was quoted by him.
Where did this happen? I don't know. His yards per catch was definitely in the single digits last year.
Dude, he was
getting like 6 catches for 28 yards in some of those games.
When he was getting drafted, this guy was an absolute stud coming out of college. I mean, he's a 2nd-round pick. Went to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's going for all tight ends.
He's going for all tight ends, baby.
All right.
Oh,
I ain't fighting it. But, I mean, this guy's what? Like, he's like 6'6", 250, red zone target. Bortles loves the fullbacks, loves the tight ends, play action down there at Fournette. I'm feeling it.
All in, baby. If you like the cut of our jib, give us a subscribe, give us a share, tell your friends about us, quit being fucking selfish and holding the tankers to yourself. You like, you know, maybe we forgot somebody, maybe you hate on the guys we talked about, comment below. We will have a little discussion. We are now on the fucking iTunes, we're on the TuneIn, we're on the Twitch or the Stitcher, whatever the fuck all that shit is. We are on that shit, baby. So look us up and get after it on your commutes to work. All right.
Cheeseburgers.